Hello, I am your new favorite, JJ Caballero, joined by the lovely Goins, Casey Goins, and this is MonoStereoVideo, a podcast about movie music. I'm a songwriter, producer, DJ, while Casey is an amazing hairstylist and salon owner, and we love movies and music, and this is the perfect excuse to talk about music and movies and their cultural impact. I said, something, I'm not, like the way I said amazing, I think I said something like that. It sounded like I said amazing or something.
For me, it was the, hello? Hello?
Hello? I know, it's just the inflection. It's the signature inflection. The signature inflection. How's it going, everybody? How you doing? We're back.
Yeah.
We're back, baby. We're back. We haven't been in a couple of weeks, I believe, right?
Right, you did a monster last time.
I did a monster last time. That's what I did do. And then I did re-release an episode. I think I re-released the Twilight, our most famous episode, the Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 2 episode.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good soundtrack. And it's a crazy movie. Yeah, that's the one that gets like...
It always pops up on my feed, like this one girl showing it to her brother, like the last 10 minutes of all the fight scene. And then he's just like, what? I know it's probably staged, but it's just his reaction is pretty funny.
It is crazy. I mean, it's because it's crazy. That movie's crazy. I mean, if you haven't had a chance, go back and listen to that episode. But welcome. If this is your first time with us, this is going to be a good episode. As you've seen in the episode title, today we are covering the rock and roll classic Purple Rain, Prince's Purple Rain, the 1984 Albert Magnoli directed rock and roll. It's a musical, I guess. It's a musical.
It's a musical.
Yeah, it's a
for
musical.
Sure, it's a musical. Mm-hmm.
A rock opera? Would you say that?
Yeah.
It's got operatic elements. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say that. Yeah. Cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's Prince. We're talking about Prince today, so it's a good one. It's gonna be a good one. Welcome to this one. Thank you if you are a returning listener. Thank you very much for bearing with us for these past few weeks because we have been it's been a little bit busy. It's been a little bit, there's been a lot of stuff going on. Well, how's it going, my love?
Good. I got to see Janine today, so that was fun. And she's been telling me about her dog, and like I was just venting to her about how a lot of people will like be like, oh, your dog's so well behaved or this, and she's put in a lot of work to like train him and like make sure that he doesn't bark at people or jump at anybody, or like if she opens the door to outside, he doesn't just immediately run, like he waits until like for her commands and stuff, and like that's hard. So she has the brother of the dog. Sometimes those people will bring him over so the dogs can play, and they're just completely opposites because it's like they're babies. Like you get them and they're babies, like they don't know, and so they're like, oh, yours is so well behaved. Like what if we left him here? And like it's like no, like you can't, like you have to train, like that's your kid. Like a pet's a child. Like you have to put in the work. I don't know. It was just funny.
That's why I don't have them.
It's a child. That's why I'm like, I don't want a human child. I don't want an animal child. Like
none of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Only babies I want are plant babies.
Yeah. Right.
Sorry, it's dry.
I know.
We were in California.
We just came back from California. We had a good time in Los Angeles.
California was having Seattle weather for sure.
It was awesome.
It was really nice.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't get a lot of rain, so for us it was nice. When you get a lot of rain, I'm sure you're over it.
We've just had Dust Bowl conditions. It's just been the Dust Bowl here.
Yeah.
Right? It's been ridiculous in El Paso. It's been crazy.
Like
Very
I wonder
dry.
what anybody that's never been here, that's had to come for work or whatever, like during these last few months, like what they must think. Like, oh my God, I'm never gonna come back here.
It's the worst. It's been the worst. It's been the worst type of weather. But we were in gloomy California, which ended up being sunny, and but it was also like just breezy and brisk.
Yeah,
and
like lots of billowy clouds that just were hanging out. Like there wasn't doing a lot. One day it did stuff, but it was just cloudy.
Yes. We had a good time there. It was
but it
really
wasn't
cool.
like smoggy. It wasn't muggy, cloudy. It was nice.
I mean, so we did go to Universal Studios.
Yeah,
it was Casey's first time.
I was like, let's go to City Walk. The Sanrio stores on City Walk.
Yeah.
Like, I want to go.
The original plan was that.
It was like, let's see how much the tickets are, and it wasn't too bad. Like, we don't have kids. We weren't trying to buy a bunch of stuff, so it was pretty decent.
Yeah,
and we had fun. Like, I had a really good time being a selfish adult child.
It was really cool. I had a really cool time.
Sorry.
What was like the newest thing? Oh, the Harry Potter stuff, the Harry Potter ride, all that whole village.
I know. I mean, me personally,
cool.
I love all the Harry Potter stuff, but I'm not a Potterhead. Like, I don't know all the lore and all that. So I thought whatever we saw was cool. I know we didn't see all of it. Cool. Like, I know we didn't see the whole.
Yeah, we Casey's averse to like roller coasters and such, so we didn't go on the roller coaster there, but we did do the
3D ride,
like the 3D inside ride where it was wild. It was inside like the castle, and it was like this crazy. There was
you were
on
the broom and you were flying around.
Yeah,
and you were trying to escape. And
yeah,
it was pretty cool.
It was very cool.
I'm not gonna lie, like there was some part, like I do get motion sickness.
Casey did close her eyes.
There was some parts on that one, like all the other ones, it kind of like that was like the peak, and then it all went like down. I don't want to say downgrade, but like the scariness level kind of dissipated from there.
It was pretty scary. Like
that one was intense.
The spiders and then the
dangling of the feet. Like for me, that's a big push on the ride. Like if my feet are not in a box, like I feel like I'm hanging. So yeah, you're on a broom. Like they could get it was pretty cool.
It did feel like they could get you.
You felt more vulnerable. For sure.
You could. Like, even this, it was just there was a screen. It was a screen, and then the fucking dragon went up to you. The 3D was
pretty good. Yeah, the dragon face. I was like, whoa, that looks pretty close.
And I was like, oh shit.
So yeah, there was lots of parts where I had to close my eyes, or I would have gotten the sick, or I would have like panicked a little.
There was pretty. I'm a
there was some intensity. Guys, I'm a baby.
There was some intensity there. Yeah, it was pretty intense. That was cool. And then
what did we ride after that one?
We did the Simpsons ride. It wasn't as bad.
That one was cute, funny. Yeah. That one was cute.
We also the tour. Casey'd never been on the studio tour before.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. That was a little nerdy. Like I liked it. It was fun. I had a good time on riding the little bus.
Yes,
it was fun.
And then. What other ones did we go on? We did the Minions also. The
Minions was like for sure like little kids.
That was little
that
kids.
One I'm kind of like upset that we waited in line that long for that one.
Yeah,
I would have figured that would have been for the Harry Potter land.
Right, yeah. We could have gone back to Harry Potter again.
For real, if we would have never did the Minions. Yeah. But I'm glad that we did go back to the
Super Mario World. Yeah, Super Mario World.
It's not very big, but it was super cute.
And the Mario Kart ride was very fun.
Yeah, it was just a game.
It was very fun.
Yeah, I'm sure it was funner for you than it was for me.
I had a good time.
Got a lot of points.
I got a lot of points. Winner. Yeah, I had a good time.
Mm-hmm.
It was weird though, like... It could have been a little more, like, a lot of it was in the video screen, and it's like, well, you could have had more, like, little cars.
Outside of the, like, I have peripheral vision, you know what I mean? Like, they should have locked it all the way around, and then it would have made it much cooler, but just the fact that it was just the lens in front... It's like it's the same thing as with my glasses.
Right.
Like it was like reversed because I could see all the outside, and it's like, but there's nothing there. Like we're just in a space, and the cars are just kind of jetting back and forth.
And then you had to turn your heads to shoot the little the
that's where I kind of was thrown off. I'm like, but then I would run out of bullets.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, then how am I gonna make points?
One bullet left. Bullet left.
It was a fun day, like a fun, surprising day.
That was very cool. What else did I
do? I was like, I got to meet Hello Kitty.
Casey took a picture of Hello Kitty.
Yeah, because usually whenever they have the meet and greets, like at the mall or wherever, like the lines are outrageous.
Right.
And we were walking past, and there was like maybe 2 girls that were just like kind of there.
Oh, we were there. Perfect timing.
There was nobody.
It was perfect timing when we got there. Perfect time. Time. Like it wasn't that long to get on the Harry Potter
even
thing.
Just for that, like just that, I could have left right then.
Yeah. I love the studio tour. The studio tour. I had a fun time. I had a fun time. It was the weather was nice. It got a little warm here and there.
It's because you were sitting on the edge in the sun.
Yeah.
You're like, I know. I was sitting on the edge in the sun.
The next day we went to Cruel World.
Oh, that was
awesome.
so fun.
Yeah, it was so
man.
gloomy, so rainy.
So gloomy. The sun never came out. And it was nice. That was the first time we didn't have to put on sunscreen.
Yeah.
The first time I didn't like take off like layers and feel like I was dying.
Right.
We didn't bother doing any of the merch line, thankfully, this time.
We're gonna get a merch sent to us.
Yeah,
which is
I was
cool.
like,
they
I'll
did
just
that.
do a hoodie
they had that
that
type of
has
service
everybody
going on.
on
That was
it,
really
'cause
nice.
There was a lot of good ones this year, and I was like, I cannot buy a shirt from everybody.
Many MonoStereoVideo artists, like artists that we've talked about on this podcast, on various episodes, like the hackers. We saw Stereo MCs.
Yeah, we saw Stereo MCs.
That made me tear up.
Cool.
That made me tear up. It really did.
I was sad because it was my bad. Like, I had to pee already, so we started to walk away, and then they played the song that Javi really wanted to hear. So we saw it. We were really close, and then we moved. That was my fault.
It was okay. It's fine. It was fine. And then what other?
We saw Nate No Face.
Nate No Face was awesome.
He was awesome. Super humble, like goofy. Like, I like that he was just like, I'm not trying to impress. Like, you're obviously standing here because you wanted to see me, and I'm glad you're here.
He just looked like a guy.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that. I like when people just look like guys. Yeah. Who else? MonoStereoVideo wise, who have we talked about? Garbage. We saw Garbage.
Shirley Manson was beautiful.
Oh, yeah, she was awesome. She was
awesome.
Yeah, she was awesome.
Yeah, and we had talked about that. I was like, I wonder if they're keeping them from saying anything. I go, because she's been very vocal. And she was the only one that said something.
Only one who said Free Palestine.
I mean, we didn't see everybody, so we don't know if anybody else did say, but she was the only one we saw that said something.
And the crowd roared.
Yeah.
The crowd was like, yeah. They were so, like, you could tell there's like a tension. There's a tension in the world right now. Free Palestine, guys. Free Palestine. Yes. It's ugly right now. Yeah. But I mean, getting back to the festival. Light Asylum was really cool.
Yeah,
we caught like the end.
Yeah, I know. But that was cool. So cool.
We caught the end, but that she was awesome. Who Red Right Hand Nick Cave. We saw him play that song.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. He was super high energy too.
Yeah. I
like how he snatched that one person's phone too, because it's like, yeah, you want to record, but if he's literally right in front of you trying to sing at you, you don't record him. You look at him and you let him sing at you. Like, so yeah, I like when he snatched the phone away and then
that was cool.
He kept singing and then gives it back. He was very rock and roll. I liked him.
He was super rock and roll.
Oh, so that during that set.
Oh yeah.
Somehow this drunk girl, I see her, like, she looks like she's trying to get away from somebody. I see her coming towards, and then she stops at us, and she starts telling me they were trying to take my sister and pull her on stage because she was too drunk. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, they would not be pulling her on stage because she's too drunk. Yeah. And I was trying to get her to come with me, and she wouldn't come with me, so I kept going, and now I don't know what to do, this and that. And she just kept like trying to have conversation with me, and I'm like, I'm here to see Nick Cave. I don't even know you. Like, stop talking to me.
This is all happening behind me.
Yeah, and Javi keeps looking back because she squeezed herself in between us, and I kept just trying to get away from her. I finally get to behind her, and she tries to start talking to the lady next, then Javi, and it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
But then I got to see New Order.
New Order was awesome.
And they played
Joy Division
a lot of Joy Division songs. And I got to hear my favorite song in the whole world, Ever Never, and I cried.
Yeah. That was awesome. Yeah. That was really awesome. It was like so surprising that they did that.
I wasn't expecting them. Like, when they came out with Joy Division, I was just kind of like, okay, yeah, like that's opener or whatever. Right. But when they played a lot of Joy Division. Yeah. Like, I was very happy about it.
It was like, and then like the encore was Love Will Tear Us Apart. Like, they just ended everything, and it was like,
so good. And then it was like they had
what's it? Joy Division Forever.
Ian Curtis's eyes on the screen, and then it was his birthday the next day, or his anniversary,
something like that. Yeah.
But yeah, it was beautiful.
It was beautiful, and it was a perfect night. I mean, we were so close. We were just
We
so
were pretty close
We were
to everybody.
in the
Like
crowd.
for a lot of people, we were right up front.
Yeah.
Most people, we were pretty like maybe 10 rows back.
This year we were super
so
close for so
close for
many people. Yeah, so
everything.
close for everybody. Yeah,
We got to drink a lot of water and pee a bunch of times.
Peed a bunch of times. Peed a bunch of times. Ate a good amount of food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good.
It was a very productive one this time. It's Moreau. We also saw Moreau.
Yes, Moreau was
She
awesome.
passed away.
She passed
wants
away was
revenge.
awesome.
Let's see who else.
Depresión Sonora.
Oh
was
yeah, they were really cool. They were really cool. Who else? Chelsea Wolfe.
Chelsea Wolfe.
Oh, what's
that
his
was
face
when
from,
it drizzled.
from Health? Yes.
That's when it drizzled, and it was
all wet.
beautiful.
It was all wet. It was Chelsea Wolfe weather. It was really really cool. Yeah, and I mean there were so many like of the musicians and celebs that we liked, like just around,
that were just there,
and like we later saw like different people posting, and it's like what the fuck, they were just like Boy Harsher was like in the Chelsea Wolfe crowd or what? Yeah, right. Like they were there.
And then who else? Somebody else was
Eka
like
Vandal.
just like we were standing there, and they were maybe not that far.
Not
from
that
us.
far. Not that far. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you're enjoying the concert, you don't know who's there.
Yeah, you don't know who's there. And also, like, there was a lot of these people that were probably in the VIP area.
Oh, for sure they were in VIP.
Yeah.
They don't want to be. They want to enjoy the concert
yeah.
too. I wouldn't want to be bothered.
Yeah. Cruel World was awesome. We didn't see Devo this time.
No, we saw them 2 times ago. 2 years ago.
2 years ago, something like that. We didn't see the Go-Go's because they were happening during, I think, Nick Cave.
I want to say they were during like
Yeah.
Nick Cave, and then I was seeing people post that the same thing like with Blondie that one time, that the sound was weird.
That sucks.
Some people were saying the sound was weird, and then some people were saying they went a little further back and then it sounded better.
Oh wow! Oh no, and we missed till Tuesday because we didn't know that. I didn't know that Amy Mann was a singer. Amy Mann, I missed Amy Mann.
I know,
and she was the singer of Till
I feel like
Tuesday.
we should
I had
have
no
known
idea.
that.
I just
didn't.
Bill?
I
didn't
thought
know.
I just knew she was always Amy Mann. Like I didn't know
she was. She had a pat. Like for sure. Same. I thought she was like a songwriter.
But yeah, I feel like we should have known that.
Yeah,
and I was
but-
like, oh, we missed her.
Yeah, the singer of Yaz.
Yeah, that too. I was like, dang, but they were playing.
I think it was during Chelsea Wolfe, maybe.
Okay, yeah, I think that's true.
I think that
Dang.
that was it was hard. Some of them to make the choice.
Yeah,
Some of them were hard to make the choice for
For
sure. We went one time through to Club Doom. We never made it back. We
we went twice. No,
we just went the one time.
Just
this time.
once?
Yeah.
oh, okay. Well,
But there was a lot of like we just made our way to different like. Oh, I guess this band's playing. Oh yeah, I like this song. Oh yeah, like it was like there were a lot. We saw a lot more bands this year. I think. I feel like we were just in more crowds.
for sure.
Yeah, it was a very
It
successful
was
year.
perfect weather. Yeah,
Perfect weather. Next day, hung out with Eddie. We went to Hollywood Forever Cemetery.
Yeah.
That was
We
really
found David
cool.
Lynch.
Saw David Lynch. Rest in power. That was very nice. That was, sad, sad.
Yeah, but to be there,
And to see like what people left. There was not, it wasn't like, nothing was like disrespectful. It was like an ear.
like memories,
Little
like
memories.
a little like
log,
the log,
plushy
but it was like a
log.
plushy soft one, like packs of cigarettes.
People let their coffee there. It was like some coffee for him.
Yeah,
it was beautiful.
It was cute. It was nice.
It was a beautiful tribute to
And then
him.
just to see like other people, like we went there on a whim too, because I was like, oh, we should go there one day, and we did. And then a bunch of other people showed up,
so
like
many people
after we
just
had been walking around.
Yeah, so many people walking around checking out the scene. Johnny Ramone. We didn't.
Chris Cornell, and it
that
was
same
his.
day.
It was his birthday.
It was yeah.
That was
like
crazy.
That was wild. There were so many little synchronicities this time.
We went.
Yeah. Los Angeles is calling to us. It'd be calling to us.
Yeah.
For real. Get us out there, podcast world. Get us out there, podcast world. All right. Let's talk about today's movie and
You're like going, why we came here?
and why we're here. The 1984 rock opera epic, the movie that brought Casey and I together.
Yeah.
Purple Rain Prince's. So, little bit of background on that. Mm-hmm. We met on Hinge. Mm-hmm. We met on a dating app. I approached Casey because she was one of
my questions.
Yeah, what was it was
one of my questions is what your your favorite Halloween costume? And I did dress up as Prince from Purple Rain one year. And so I put like some of the lyrics to Purple Rain on there, and then you replied with
more
other lyrics.
Oh
and I fell for that shit. I fell for that shit.
So you fell for it.
I fell for it.
That was so cheese. Why did you fall for that?
Well, because think about most guys in El Paso don't know the lyrics to Purple Rain unless they're in their like 50s or 60s. Nobody my age.
And I was not 50s or 60s.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's a different crowd. Like, you know what I mean? So
I got her.
I fell for it.
She fell for it. I got it. I got it. And it's been awesome.
It wasn't.
Yeah,
I thought it was sweet. It was cute. But it's
she looked great. She looked like, you gotta send me that picture so I can post I'm gonna post like a thing of pictures. So you gotta send me the picture of you, that Halloween costume.
I have to find it. I know it's on social
somewhere.
media.
It
Pam
might be on Facebook.
Yeah,
it might be on Facebook.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But she did a very cool. You still have that jacket?
I still have all that stuff. I took off some of the pins just because, I was much heavier at the time that I wore it. So the jacket, I could still wear it now, but I use the pins to put on other stuff too.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Purple Rain is just so ingrained. Prince and Purple Rain are just so ingrained in our relationship.
Yeah.
There's little pop figures everywhere. The poster right behind us.
Poster.
Right
and
behind
then
me.
It reminds
Purple
me
Rain.
of my sister.
It's like her sister. Reminds me of my aunt and my mom and just my family. We both have the vinyl. So there's like 2 copies of the vinyl in the house.
And mine has the original poster in it.
Mine too. Both of us have that. Whoa. Like we
own it digital and physical.
Yeah. We love this.
I love it.
We love this
I've been to several movie party things at Alamo for it.
So what are those like there?
It's like the movie party. So a lot of people go with t-shirts or whatever. I haven't seen anybody like dressed up.
Okay.
And then they give you like little props. It's usually different. I can't remember what they gave us for that one. Purple Rain.
Was that like a little guitar?
I don't know. It could have been like an inflatable, but
or like sunglasses or something.
I can't think of what it was. But they give you stuff and then they tell you like during this scene do this or during this scene do this.
Oh, okay.
And so they know everybody there's seen it a million. Like nobody, it's not their first time for most people. So it's like it's an interactive viewing. It's fun. It's like you're at a concert.
I haven't been in one of those. Me
and Pam went. Yeah, it was fun.
I know. Let's see. So my Aunt Bernie saw Prince on the Purple Rain tour.
That's pretty cool.
She was in her teens. She said that she wore the lace glove and the little veil on her eye.
That's so cute.
And she had her hair all like feathered and like stuff.
Yeah.
And that she was crying. That they were like, she was the Purple Rain. They always make a joke. Purple Rain. Purple Rain. That she was just crying. She was just crying.
That's awesome.
Right?
That's fucking. I would have been crying.
I know. Yeah.
I would have been fucking crying.
I know. Maybe I should get like. Maybe on the next episode I'll have Bernie like describe the concert for me. Maybe I'll have her send like a voice note. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that for the next
Call
episode.
Her after this.
Yeah, I'll probably I'll see if she'll do, or I'll see if she'll do like a Zoom or something, so she can describe that. Yeah, that'd be cool. Let's see. 1984 Prince movie starring Prince, directed by Albert Magnoli. So the movie came about after the success of 1999. Prince had kind of put it he said like I like to continue my contract to make further records and stuff for you guys. I need to have I need to star in a major studio motion picture. That was his like that was one of
how to sell it.
That's how to sell it. That's one of the stipulations for continuing whatever successful record contracts, because he'd been on a run. He'd been on a run before that. Previous Prince records. I gotta pull up Prince stuff. Can you name other Prince records before Purple Rain?
Okay, before
off the top of your mind.
Purple Rain, hold on. It's because I never know anything by
I know.
name.
I don't remember off the top of my... Okay, so I'm pulling them up here. Guys, in real time. So, Prince is For You, 1978. The self-titled Prince album, that one, with the I Wanna Be Your Lover. That one. In 1979, Dirty Mind. I keep thinking of Dirty Mind's the one I forget the name of. Yeah, Dirty Mind. Then Controversy. Controversy. 1981. 1982 was 1999.
That's funny. 1982
yeah. So the success of 1999 led to this whole like I gotta Warner Brothers, like, you gotta fork up the goods. You gotta put me in a movie. They caved, obviously. It was... Okay, so it was commissioned to William Blinn, who originally wrote the script for Fame, to write the script. But then it went through rewrites with Albert Magnoli. Albert Magnoli was the editor to the director James Foley. James Foley had passed on this film and passed it over to Magnoli. Magnoli didn't like Blinn's script because he said it lacked truth. So he did a bunch of edits. It also pulls from parts of like Prince's life, right? Like it does pull. There are things that are exaggerated and stuff. The whole thing with him not like wanting Wendy and Lisa to give him music, like he's like denying them and denying everybody else. Like he's just like, yo, you gotta play what I'm playing. He was kind of like that. He was kind of a little tyrant for the first few albums. The success of Purple Rain can be attributed to the fact that he opened himself to collaboration with the bandmates. Yeah. Most of his bandmates, Matt Fink, Wendy and Lisa, they all talk about how, like, during this time, everybody kind of went in the studio. Like, it was like, oh shit, you're asking me to go into the studio with you? Cool. But that they all kind of checked their ego. Like, they all had their ego checked at the door. Like, he was kind of like the final say-so, for sure. Like, you knew he was the one, like, leading the troop and stuff, for sure. But, like, he was open, like, jam on shit, see what you got. If it's cool. If it's not, you can do better. He was a workaholic. He stacked music. Like, he was a dude that just stacked music. He's famous for having, like, his vault of music and vault of songs. So it was like that. They say it was a very collaborative environment, and that was kind of like that. That's what the success of this all was attributed to. And that's where that portion of the film is like kind of influenced by. You could hear it. I mean, you could hear like this.
For sure, they had a lot of.
Yeah, this is where the revolution came out of. Like he's like, yeah, and the revolution. This is my band. This is, and everybody, like, it's a movie, right? But everybody, it's tight. Yeah, it's tight. You know, you watch performances by Prince. He's like tight. Yeah, he's just tight. Like, his band is tight.
Even I saw a video where it was like this was just rehearsal, and he was still like if he was performing for the night.
Yep. He was wearing. Oh yeah, that's not. It's the video where he's like shirtless, but he's still wearing the high heels and the pants. The boots and the pants.
He's still doing high kicks and fucking splits and shit.
Kicking the microphone. That's a very. He was influenced by James Brown in that way. That's how James Brown was notorious for that. He was notorious for being hard on the band and everybody. Like, that's why the MGs, the Barcade, like, they were all so tight. They were all so tight and so in the pocket. And that's the thing about Prince's band and Prince and the Revolution. Like, they're good because it's fucking tight. Yeah. It grooves, but it's like it's on a flow. in the prior albums he played mostly everything himself, like a lot of drum machines and stuff too. Like he didn't play drums per se, he did drum machines, but he did, I believe he had session drummers and stuff as well, but he told people what to play.
Yeah,
like that was kind of his jam. So this movie was developed out of that. Warner wanted to kind of replace him with John Travolta. That was a whole,
because of all that disco.
Yeah, that was a whole issue. Up until the first weeks of the film, Vanity was the main female lead, and it went to Apollonia. So the cast. Let me get to the cast real quick because it's kind of a. Prince plays the Kid. That's the name of him. He's called the Kid. Apollonia Cotero plays Apollonia. She replaced Vanity because him and Vanity had a falling out. That's what I saw this interview with Morris Day, where it was like, gosh, like what happened? Yeah, they had a falling out, and the dude, it was a Vlad TV interview, and it's like he's like kind of like a hip hop chismosa kind of guy, and he's like, so like was Prince like dating anybody, and was he like dating them, or how do you meet them? And Morris Day just kind of was like, come on, man, like he was just fucking, like, he like kind of like he was fucking everybody, like, he's Prince. He was famously known for his libido.
Yeah.
So that's what's up there. That's what's up there. Apollonia, awesome. There's a W magazine article that we just
that she's in.
She just popped up.
Debbie Harry and a bunch of people.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool. They look great.
Everybody looked great. She went on to some more films after this. Black Magic Woman, Anarchy TV, Heartbreaker, but like this is kind of like
her biggest thing.
The biggest thing in her life, like being in the Prince sphere, like was like it's a thing.
Yeah, it's a big
Morris
deal.
Day, the next plays Morris. Morris Day and the time. Another Prince band essentially wrote a lot of music, produced a lot of stuff with them. They were like one of his acts that like he brought up. Morris. So in this interview, Morris Day kind of describes it like, yeah, like we were rehearsing. Me and the time we were rehearsing at the studio one time, and like Prince was there because he's part of the whole thing. And then one day he's like, hey, I'm gonna make a movie. We're gonna make a movie. And Morris Day's like, all right. Like he kind of didn't like believe it. He was like, all right, whatever. It's like next thing I know, they're flying in a director, they're flying in a writer, and he's like, we have to do like, stupid shit like choreography and stupid acting class. It was reported that Morris Day like was kicked out of the acting classes for acting a fool. Like they were like, yeah, he didn't take it seriously.
Yeah.
But like in the movie, he's kind of just like himself.
Right? He's funny. All his little like his laughs and his.
Yeah, he's the antagonist. Him and Jerome Benton, who plays Jerome.
Jerome.
Yeah, Jerome. Right? Yeah, Jerome plays Jerome. Morris Day and the Time. They go by the Time. They're the rival band to the Revolution.
How funny. I just thought of like, okay, so my cousins are coming in town from North Carolina.
Yes.
And it's Kenny and Jerome. And so Jerome would totally be Jerome to Kenny's Morris Day because he's light-skinned with freckles too. I just thought of that. That's hilarious.
Olga Carlatos plays Prince's mom, the kid's mom. Clarence Williams III plays Prince's father, whose father just goes by mother and father. Clarence Williams III, the famous actor, Tales from the Hood, Life, Half Baked. What?
What did you say?
Clarence Williams III. Olga Carlatos is a Greek actress. Oh, she was in Zombie, Once Upon a Time in America. Oh, okay, cool. Damned in Venice, Blood and Diamonds. She was in like Fulci movies. Yeah, that's cool. I know. I don't know why I said it like that. Yeah, both great actors. I mean, the whole movie, it's just tumultuous.
Yeah, it's a lot of like loving and fighting.
That's like, honestly, that's the main main cast, except Prince's band, except the Revolution, Wendy Melvoin, Lisa Coleman, what's his name, Matt Fink, Mark Brown, Bobby Z. Let's see who else is in this. Anybody? Brenda Bennett plays Brenda, the hostess. She's a hostess. Then there's Susan Moonsey and Jill Jones. They play the backup dancers. The other band members of Apollonia's band. That's kind of it's kind of a small cast and band members.
Yeah, because then it's just a lot of concert people, like people in the crowd.
Yeah,
like, there's a lot of people.
Tons of extras in the crowd. They filmed in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Shout out to Jimmy.
We need to go visit them.
We got to go visit them. Jimmy is now going to be in St. Paul, Minnesota, which is one of the Twin Cities. I think it's closer to Minneapolis. I think it'd be closer. So when we do go visit them, we all will go to Paisley Park. We all will go.
Yeah,
for sure. That is like a must. We also went to a Prince exhibit in Chicago. That was very cool.
That was cool.
I should post some pictures from that too. There were various costumes that he had. There was like some of his shoes. He was a short guy. A little guy.
His little tacon boots. I was like, look, see, I need to get you some of those.
With some a little 28-inch waist. That's hardcore. That was pretty hardcore. His little waist.
I mean, you're not far off. If you did some little squats.
I was doing some little squats today. That's why I'm tired.
Got a tight little booty on you.
Yeah, I was doing some squats. So what? Okay, I didn't talk about this earlier, but first, it's just basically about the kid.
Yeah, he wants to. So this club that they all attend usually has live acts, and then whoever the crowd kind of cheers the most for is like, oh, they're the new great act. And so he's trying to he wants the audience to cheer in that way. And so they're always coming with new songs, and then his bandmates Wendy and Lisa are trying to get him to approve songs they send him, and he just doesn't want it.
Yep.
His parents are kind of abusive to each other at home. His dad's an alcoholic. And then he meets Apollonia because she's trying to find a job, or she wants to get into the music business. She wants to get
in the biz.
And Morris Day kind of tricks her into getting in with him. And so that all ensues. But it's just kind of one of those love at first sight, and you root for them. And then he finally takes the advice of his bandmates and uses their music, and that's the song that gets him the cheer of the crowd. And he's great at the end. And then you have Morris Day and the Time just being funny in between, and there's a lot of little funny stuff that come out, and then it's just all the music from the album. It's great.
Lots of misogyny.
Lots of
slaps,
lots of boobs.
Yep,
you see boobs.
So that too, I saw an article that was kind of saying it could have been interpreted as Prince grappling with misogyny and his own type of misogyny and stuff like that, and
or because it's learned behaviors of his dad was beating on the mom, you think though that's how a woman gets treated, or it was of the time or whatever, of that. So it's that so it's the soundtrack it's tied together. They're tied together. They're one unit. They are one unit, and the soundtrack is amazing. That's why we own 2 copies of it. Basically, that's why we own 2 copies of it. I didn't pull up the album information. I had. You don't have the album there next to you?
Oh no, I have it here. I just want to talk about. So, let's talk about this music.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to get through this thing called life. Electric word, life, it means forever, and that's
Let's Go Crazy
but I'm here to tell you,
is the opening song.
there's something else. The afterworld. A world of never-ending happiness.
It's a good song. It's a good song. It's a good song. Is this
It's a nice build.
Yeah,
that's
it's a
why.
nice build. The movie opens up with this?
Yeah.
I believe it does. I believe it does. Dun, dun. Yon yon. Yeah, I wrote opens up with "Let's Go Crazy," much like the album.
Oh man, you are too much.
But it's a very tight performance. They're just jamming back and forth. Very cool song. Very upbeat. He played this on the now famous best Super Bowl performance ever. I think it's the best Super Bowl
For
performance ever.
sure.
I mean the Kendrick performance is now up there. I think it's super popular.
I mean, for me,
yeah.
no.
Yeah, not for
But-
Casey. Not for Casey.
Yeah.
But for me, yeah.
I mean, I don't care either way. It's the fucking Super Bowl, but
I know,
yeah,
it's the Super
Prince.
Bowl. It is whatever it is. Let's get nuts. So I wanted to pull up. Okay, so the album has been president. Album spent 24 consecutive weeks atop the Billboard 200 and was present on the chart for a total of 167 weeks. Yep.
This 6 months.
Yeah. It's got a complete legacy to it. Critical reception, everything. 5 out of 5 stars here. 5 out of 5 stars there. Lowest is like a B from Entertainment Weekly, but they can suck a dick. Yeah, that on that. Let's see. He was kind of praised as like the new like Jimi Hendrix on this a little bit.
Okay.
His guitar work, fucking like you can't deny him. You can't. Yeah. Okay. Gotta move on. I could stay on this song forever. Goes to Take Me With You.
The drums. Tell Jazz to line the drums to this song.
Like, I like how it keeps the momentum. It still keeps the momentum of the whole, like, it starts off crazy, and he jams out, and it's going into this.
It means so strong. It's in your eyes. What can I say? They turn me on.
So good, and he's got, like, the acoustics in there, the little chimes.
I don't care what we do. I don't care, pretty baby.
Just take me with you. So, what is your relationship to this album? When was the first time? How are you introduced? Like, what is your relationship?
So the story's always told that my sister would be watching this movie in her diaper and like dancing and watching like, you know what I mean? As a kid, as a baby, like this came out the year before I was born.
Okay,
so
yeah.
That's why like Pam. This is Pam's favorite. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just because like I was so exposed to it that it was like, yeah, my favorite too. And then it did turn into my favorite too. You know?
Little Casey.
But it was always the joke of like, why were you letting us watch that movie at that age? Like, you know what I mean?
Honestly, yeah. I was young and it was on.
Kids.
I was young and it was on.
Obviously saw that before the age of 5.
Yep. I was on, and I okay, so it was on. I didn't watch it. It was just around.
Yeah, like you didn't know what was happening. Like it wasn't catching your attention because you're like, this isn't kids.
Yeah, it was always around because of Bernie, and we lived at my grandma's house, so we lived with Bernie and my mom. And
if she's
Prince
a
was
teenager
already-
at the time, so I'm sure she's watching it. And it's
Prince
just,
was like, yep. Next song.
And then your mom too. I'm sure she didn't mind it.
Oh no.
She's like, oh yeah.
we all Next song might be my favorite
song's so
song of the
good.
album. Second favorite song of the album.
piano.
The Beautiful Ones.
This album's so good because every song is so good.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to skip any.
Baby, baby, baby.
What's it gonna be?
I love this song. The thing was also with Prince, nobody touches his lyrics. Nobody touches. He's the one that does the words. That's what everybody said. Nobody touched the words. Like, we could do the music, we could do the production, we could do
like,
this and
don't
that.
say, you should say this instead of this.
No,
or-
yeah. The words were his. The words, you can't touch them. I'm the one that works on. I'm the one that does lyrical content. Mm-hmm. It was his story.
Just stay with me tonight. Oh, baby.
I love this song. We have the book, The Beautiful Ones. It's like a little biography. Yeah, we have that. I got that for you one year, and I got the other print. There's another Prince
we have
one.
another one too.
2 little Prince biographies that we need to read. Yeah, on our to read list, we have a big to read list.
I am currently reading
Oh my gosh,
Beauty
Casey.
in the Blood. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm saying no. Oh my gosh, Casey's reading those books. That's what I'm saying. Oh yeah.
I thought I shouted in your ear because
Oh,
you
no, you're
like
fine.
moved the thing and you said,
Oh,
"Oh,
no,
my
no,
god!"
you're good.
Yeah, I was like, "I'm sorry."
No. Sorry.
I thought I like shouted in your ear. No, yeah, I'm reading Beauty in the Blood. I think Charlotte Harris.
No,
Double check.
wait, maybe
Let me double check because it's so good.
Beauty in the Blood. While I start playing,
Wendy.
Charlotte Carter.
Charlotte Carter.
So good. Read it. So good. I'm
the
already
premise?
I need like a couple more chapters.
What's the premise?
So it's basically it's like a history, and you find out through the middle of what's going on with this woman, where it's like a lot of like lore in the back and like stuff coming back to haunt them and transformations and like fantastical stuff happening
Yeah.
during like actual daytime shit and like
Okay.
yeah, it's really cool. And then it goes back in time during slave times and trying to run away and little like awful shit that was happening. It's good.
Good. Yeah, Casey's reading it really fast. That's why I was like, oh my god, Casey, because she's reading it so fast.
I started it the
She's
day
reading
we
it
were
so
gonna fly
fast.
out. I read
my gosh.
over at the airport.
Yeah.
And then I didn't read again until we were at the airport again. And yeah, I just have like 2 more chapters.
Yeah. Wild.
It was good.
She's awesome. She's awesome. Computer Blue.
Tell me what the hell is wrong.
Computer Blue.
This was a Wendy Lisa. This was a whole band jam.
Computer Blue.
Yeah, like he this song in particular is one that he says wouldn't happen without the band.
I love good parts, little solos.
Oh, and the part of this, like all the performance, like these are all played during
All the
performances.
sync, how they're all in sync
during
and they're
performances.
dancing,
Yeah.
like well, even just little head movements. That's all you gotta do, but we're all in sync.
Okay, so I did want to bring up, so The Beautiful Ones was the song that came out during the scene where like Prince is like, I'm coming now, and it's like, ladies and gentlemen, the revolution, and he's like all like, it's all intense, and he's like kind of like banging on things on the speaker and like jumping off, and then like he runs off the stage and Apollonia runs out and she's crying because she like betrayed him and he slapped her, but she sees him for the first time and it's all intense. Yeah, that was the whole thing. But yeah, this song's awesome. Good song. I'm a good DJ.
I'm like, you should have been doing that the whole time.
I know, I should have.
But that's pretty, like, it's
I
it.
know.
Gotta do it.
Today, I am using my Mixstream Pro, my Newmark Mixstream Pro, my DJ gear, to play the music today. And it's working out, like, better
like a
than
dream.
like a little dream.
That's
Next song.
what it's for. See? This song I always felt naughty. Like, listening to it was like, oh, this is naughty.
That's it. Darling Nikki. This is one of those songs that, like, they would cite as, like, censorship reasons.
Mm-hmm.
I think Tipper Gore used Darling Nikki. I think this was one of the songs that was used in the court battle to use to have them put the little stickers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Then what's Tipper? What is that? Was that a nickname or that's an actual, like, I think I'm gonna name my baby Tipper.
I don't know. Tipper.
Anyway.
Oh, I wrote down here Apollonia's from New Orleans.
Oh.
That's what she said. She's from New Orleans in the movie.
That's cool. I like
New
all her
Orleans.
little outfits.
Yeah.
I would love to wear all those little outfits.
And then there's that scene where, like, he makes her jump in the water.
Lake Minnetonka.
Lake
Purify
Minnetonka.
yourself in the waters of Lake Minnetonka.
Her titties just out.
That's why it was so, like, the
Yep.
whole movie was just naughty.
Yeah, it was a
all
naughty
his
movie.
dance moves when he's humping the stage.
Yeah.
And his tight little pants and his booty, and you're just like, oh my goodness. Do men look like that? This is not a man.
Do I look like that?
Who's this creature? Keep doing those squats, little sir.
Ay. It's a rocker. This is just a rocker.
It's a headbanger.
And that's the thing. So this album too was like it was essentially, if I have a band, like this is a rock album, I need a band. That's what it is.
Like,
it
this
was.
is a rock. Like, I'm not just being funky. Like, this is rock.
This is I'm
Because
rocking
and
out.
this one too was one of those where if I was a stripper, I would dance to this song. For a funky time, call me up whenever you wanna grind.
Casey's dancing. Next song.
So good. That just hearing that, it's like ooh.
This came out on the movie like during like a little montage scene. Like he was riding the motorcycle back and forth. It's the music video in the movie.
It's a little transition video.
Yeah. I'm talking about When Doves Cry. If you will, a picture of you and I engaged in kiss. The sweat of your body covers me. Can you, my darling, can you picture this? It was his first Billboard Hot 100 number one single.
I believe it. Everybody loves this fucking song.
This song is everywhere. The heat between me and you. It's certified platinum for sure. It's weird that it's not certified like diamond. Yeah. This song itself has, okay, let's see the certifications. It's platinum. Yeah, it's just platinum right now. It's almost there, diamond. Woo, never satisfied each other.
This song was used on Romeo and Juliet soundtrack.
The Quentin Tarver sound, version of that. We did talk about that one. We did talk about that. Rest in peace, Quentin Tarver. Rest in peace. Yeah, this one was just like, it's always been on the charts. So Prince played everything on this. So yeah, and it uses the Linn drum, the Linn and LM1, and the Oberheim OBX. That's a synthesizer. Okay. All of that's him. All the vocal. just too demanding. Maybe I'm just like my. You see all your tias dance to this,
Yep.
like little minions. All the tias dancing like minions on the dance floor at every quinceañera. Can you play some 80s? Can you play some 80s? Play some 80s, please. Everybody wants some 80s. They want some 80s. Next song.
All the songs, they're all bangers.
They're all bangers.
Can't help it.
They're all bangers. They're all bangers.
I'm not your woman. I'm not the
I would die for you.
I am something that you'll never understand. I'll never get you. I'll never
Just that simple. Just imagine seeing this live. Oh,
Cry.
I would cry.
The whole
I would-
time.
Yeah. Rest in power, Prince. Oh my gosh, that'll never happen.
I know, right? I did get to go to Purple Rain, as in King Rain,
Oh,
with
yeah,
Eddie
yeah.
in Las
Yeah.
Vegas. He took me to that show.
I heard that's an awesome
It's
show.
really good, and like he was very into character. It was fun. And then this is when I was still drinking. They ended up showing up at the little bar right outside the little venue that we stayed at, and we got to
Cool.
hang out with them. So I was like, this is as close as it's gonna get.
Right?
This is as close as it's gonna get. Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
This one I remember. This one reminds me of the Applebee's crew.
Oh yeah, that's
We
cute.
love this. This song would always come out.
Somehow I've been told when you're cold, the sad.
My friend Berman taught me the
I will
Oh
yeah.
I will die for you.
Don't you believe? I would die for you. Darling, if you wanna do you.
This song
Alright,
plays after all the applause and whatever, and it's the extra
Yes, yeah.
because people in the crowd start doing it, and it was like
Uh-huh.
yeah.
That's right. And then those guys are doing the little
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the pony like the
No, that's during the bird with Morrissey. Yeah. That's
so,
during then.
Also, okay, so sidebar to that. So that's the Morris Day does the bird.
Yep.
Morris Day does the Jungle Love.
Jungle Love.
Dex Dickerson does Modernare.
Oh, I want to be a modernnaire. A modernnaire. I love that fucking scene too.
And then what Apollonia does Sex Shooter.
That one too. It's like, alright, Scandalamity.
Sex Shooter. The only version of that I could find was the Prince version. There's like there's been recently some like demo versions of like Prince's vault versions of those songs as they were performed and stuff. So like that's the only one I could find. I couldn't find the Apollonia 6 one. The Vanity album's pretty fucking cool too. I don't know. Good music all around, produced by Prince. But yeah, Modernare.
I want to be a modernnaire.
Next song. Oh. This is also, they do that too? No.
It was just other little dances. I just love that the whole album
Baby,
for
I'm
the
a
most
star.
part is very high energy.
It's so high energy. It's so high energy, even when it's low energy.
Yeah.
Yes, like Darling Nikki's intense. The beautiful ones,
Like
low
this one,
energy
if you
but
could fucking
intense.
jazzercise to this.
Oh, yeah.
He's fucking jazzercising on the stage to this.
The performer of our, oh my gosh, Prince Niles Rogers.
Personality. Hey, check it all out. Tell me what it's all about. All the night is through. See what I can do. Even if I have to scream and shout, you know we won't stop. Ooh, man, I know it now.
I love you. You're awesome. This is Casey's shit. This is Casey's shit.
Not time to stop till I reach the top.
I like the movie. What I appreciated was like the griminess. I mean,
I loved the concert, like all the crowd
Yes.
and seeing all the different outfits and the looks.
I like how it was all film. Oh, the outfits were crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so talk about Prince's various outfits. I did take some pictures.
I mean, there's
of-
like he has his white outfit,
Yes.
he has the purple outfit, he has like the black.
Okay, while I was watching, I did take some pictures and I wanted your, so there's this one.
Okay, that's the white one.
That's the white one with the little purple vest. What'd you think about that one?
No, I loved it. All his little like, what are they? They're like fucking mariachi pants.
Yeah.
I loved all his little like. Basically, he's wearing a miniature mariachi outfit. I
Yes.
always fucking love that shit.
So this is Morris Day's.
Or like a pirate. He's like a mariachi pirate.
Yeah. This is.
He is like a mariachi pirate. A black mariachi pirate. Fucking awesome.
Morris Day's coat with the print.
Oh
the
yeah,
collar.
where he
I
just
love
looks
that.
like a gold bar.
He does look like a gold bar. So this is more mariachi look.
For
the black-
sure, that's the black mariachi.
The black on the
And all of
motorcycle.
his scarves and stuff he always
Lake
had.
Minnetonka.
Yep.
Oh, I love this one. This one's my favorite one.
Oh yeah, with the mask.
I think he's playing this with the mask. I think he's playing this song.
No, that's during Computer Blue and all that.
Oh yes, Computer Blue with the like he's shirtless with the veil.
Yeah, he's wearing the little eye veil
Yep.
and pants. That's all he needs. And his little hairdo. Let's grow your hair out like that. And we'll just cut it. One side will be short, and then you'll have a little like how when I had my little tendril that one day.
That was cute.
It was like that.
I really like that.
I always aspire to have Prince hair.
I like that. Good song. Good song. Good song. Baby, I'm a star. Finally.
I have a shirt from the place. since
you
Baby
do
I'm a
have-
Star.
Yeah, you do have the Baby I'm a Star shirt. Dang, that's cool. We also have some socks and some shorts.
Yeah.
We do have some socks and some
pins
shorts
and
and some
some
pins.
earrings and
We
some-
got. We
Those
got
were
print
gifted. Jimmy
stuff.
got us some stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Jimmy did get us some keychains from
The little
Minneapolis.
earrings.
Yeah. Ah, we need to make it out to Minneapolis. Last song is the song
You've all
I've been waiting for. I think one of my favorite songs of all time.
Yeah. It's just like a crier. Like you feel it. Ooh.
The when he did it at the Super Bowl, that was oh my gosh.
You better believe people were crying in those
Yes,
stands.
I cried.
You better believe.
I cried watching it at
Half
home.
those players were fucking crying.
Hell yeah.
I never meant to call you with sorrow.
Purple Rain.
I never meant to call you with pain. I only wanted one time to see you laughing. I only want to see you laughing in the purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain.
I love this song. This was always my go-to karaoke song for a long time.
Purple rain.
Yeah. I don't know if I like it would get like a good crowd reaction. So this song, Wendy and Lisa, it's like their song that they're trying to get to Prince. They're trying to show
like,
it to him throughout the
please
whole.
hear this.
Listen to this. Oh, I heard the demo that Wendy and Lisa did. You heard what? Like that's that type of
Yeah.
song. Like
What demo?
it's just haunting him. And this is a song that he kind of like apologizes to the crowd to, like right before the crowd, like right before he plays, like the crowd's just silent and just kind of like looking at him.
I wanna be some kind of friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a jam.
And then all that symphony in the background too.
It's such a shame I wish it had to win. Purple rain, purple rain.
Everybody loves this song. We love this song.
Purple rain,
Yeah, it's this one and then Beautiful Ones, then Computer Blue probably for me. But everything is it's
That's
a
why
hit.
it's a banger.
Every song is a hit.
You're like, that one.
Every
no,
song is
that
a
one.
hit.
No, that one.
Every song on this is the jam.
So good.
Every song on this is like, and these are like songs that when people think of Prince, they think of this era of Prince.
Yeah.
He lived for a much longer time after this.
Yeah.
Like he had other
More
albums after
albums.
this. He had other, but this is kind of like like this is what people think of when they think of Prince. Like this, and he had a whole the symbol, the artist formerly known as
the haircut, like that haircut. Everybody, all the band had it.
Yeah.
People in the crowd wanted it.
Yep. This is the jam.
To the purple rain.
So the let's see, it was released on September 26, 1984. I want to see where it went on the charts. Let's see. It reached number 2. It reached number 2 on the US Billboard Hot 100 for 2 weeks. Kept from number 1 by Wake Me Up Before You Go Go. Let's see. Right? I feel like let's do the legacy on this. It doesn't have as much of a legacy as When Doves Cry.
Yeah.
Not as much, but I mean, this is like, is this like the fan song?
I think it's too emo. That's why. It was too emo.
Number 18 on Rolling Stone's 500 Greatest Songs of All Time. Number 18. Yeah, it's one of the songs that shaped rock and roll as we know it. It is one of the seminal ballads of our time.
Yep.
And it will be forever.
So after the
just wailing. He's just fucking going at it. That's what he did. He wailed. He had soul to everything he did.
My favorite video is the one that we always watch where he's just with Tom Petty and everybody and he fucking takes over that fucking song.
While My Guitar Gently Weeps.
Yeah.
We'll watch that right now. We're gonna watch that
So
right
good.
now. He's the best. Whoa.
Oh my goodness.
That was our Purple Rain episode. We talked about Purple Rain. We did it. We did it, baby. We did it.
Oh my god.
Yeah. This was one of the songs that one of the albums that's been like, we need to talk about this album. We need to talk about this movie. Since the conception of this podcast, and I'm so happy we got to do it. This album's it's made so many number ones, year-end charts for 1984. It did a bunch of stuff. Let's see, certifications and sales. That's what I wanted to see. Platinum in Denmark, Italy. It's gold in the United States, 2 times platinum in the UK, 3 times platinum in New Zealand. It's because like different countries have different numbers you have to hit for platinum status. Yeah. Like Jim.
But it's like they're also more receptive. You know what I mean? Like I get it. Like,
and that's the thing too.
that's
Is
why
that
Tina Turner had better on overseas. Like,
and that too, like they could have a bigger success over there because traveling over there, like you got to charge for that. The fans, since it's like you're coming to our country, like they'll pay premiums. You know what I'm saying? Like, and even that too, like the fucking Taylor Swift shit, like. Taylor Swift concerts were cheaper like in Paris than they were here in the US. And
yeah, a bunch of people I was saying they were flying over there to go, then it was cheaper to them to go over there, a whole ass trip.
And there's still like fandoms. I don't know, like numbers and stuff are weird with that type of shit. But this is like this album is just, it had so many different versions over the years. There's like the one I was playing from was the 2015 remaster. Let's see, there's like a From the Vault and previously unreleased one. There's like single edits version. There's a DVD that has like a live album with it too. let's see. I mean, the Prince does everything on this essentially. Bobby Z's on here, does some synth programming and some drums. Brown Mark plays bass guitar. Wyndon Melvoin, rhythm guitar, backing vocals. Lisa Coleman, synthesizers, co-lead guitar. Oh no, synths and backing vocals and such. Matt Fink, synthesizers, bass, backing vocals, things like that. Apollonia does co-lead and backing vocals. Who else am I missing? Wendy does the electric guitar. Jill Jones co-lead. Susie Katayama cello. So many people that were finally involved in a process that Prince was like a pretty kind of solitary dude. I saw another interview with, what's her name? Is it Susan Rogers? Who was his his engineer essentially. And she talks about how he had like his setup, like kind of people see this album and listen to it and they're like, oh, it's psychedelic, it's like a psychedelic rock opera of sorts, and oh, I wonder what type of wild shit went on there. But the thing about him was that he had the things that he liked, and he had the things that he liked that he knew well. Like if he wanted to experiment with something, he would go and like learn it first. He was that type of person. But he had a pretty simple setup, and he had it set up to where it's like, if I want to do that right now, I can go over and just play it. He didn't have like a lot of fancy pedals and stuff like that, fancy doohickeys. So he was a very practical performer in that way. And that's what he's very fast in that, like fast acting. So you kind of had to be on
keep up.
Had to keep up, had to be on his level. And you worked when he worked. And he worked like all the time. He worked all the time. Great album. Okay, so the album itself, 3 times platinum in Australia, platinum in France, 6 times platinum in Canada, fucking Netherlands platinum, 5 times platinum in New Zealand, United States, 13 times platinum. The whole album, 13 times platinum. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. This album is like totemic.
Yep.
It was, and there were people that did make fun of it at the time too. I'm sure. I mean, it was kind of like here and there was kind of a joke.
Sure.
In the 90s, like when I was growing up around it, it wasn't like as like, how can I say it? Like you guys were more fond of it than like my family was. Like, like yes, Bernie loved it and stuff, but they kind of made fun of Bernie for doing that. Like they would kind of like, Prince, Purple Rain, whatever. Yeah. But it is what it is. The 90s were weird.
Yeah.
The 90s were weird. We love this album. Any further things you want to bring up, my love?
Nothing I can think of.
No? Yeah. We talked about it. Thank you very much for listening. If you are so inclined, you could help us out by visiting the link in the show notes. That's our link tree. It links you to our Ko-Fi page, which you can leave us a tip. If you're so inclined to leave us a tip, buy us a coffee. That'll help us out. It helped us out on this trip. Well, it's been helping us out. Like, I do paying to keep this up here is a thing. You gotta pay to keep it up, and you gotta pay to do certain services and such like that. So you guys have been helping out with that. Thank you very much. Our Depop is also up. You guys have been hitting the Depop like a motherfucker. I have stuff that I still need to put up. There is more stuff coming up, so thank you very much. You're helping us out with that Depop stuff too. Thank you so much for that. As well, we do have MonoStereoVideo Casa Caballero merch. Casa Caballero merch, which is MonoStereoVideo, which is Deep Cuts. We have a couple of shirts from Deep Cuts. JJ Caballero merch. My new EP is out, so you can go check that out. But you could, if you are so inclined to get one of our shirts, if you're a fan of us, check it out. I have a show. If you are in El Paso, have a show coming up. June 13th. June 13th at the Living Room. I will be opening up for Stack, a touring artist. I believe they're coming through. They're gonna be in Albuquerque right after the date here, and I believe like Arizona possibly. Great music, solo, like emo bass stuff, really cool stuff. Also my friends in the band Worm Ceiling, also Shuaz Armenio of band Mia Antifa, great songwriter. I'm super stoked to finally get to play with him and meet him and stuff in real life. Super stoked for that show. Excited for that. I have any DJ gigs? No, I don't know if I have any. I don't think. Be on the lookout. I'm working on some DJ stuff. I need to record some stuff. I need to record a set. I will be putting that up as well. You could find us at MonoStereoVideo on Instagram. You could find us each individually on Instagram. Find us. We're out there. If you already have us there, YouTube. The JJ Caballero YouTube, you'll see some videos and shorts, and MSB TV, MonoStereoVideo TV. I'm got some more stuff in the tank for that. Need to edit that this week and post it as well. We are also changing how we're doing the show. So, new soundtrack every other week. Monster of the Week episode in between those soundtrack episodes. I'm going to do a little bit more exploring and having fun with those Monster of the Week episodes. I'm going to plan them out. I've had some ideas that I've wanted to explore. Gonna do that. I'm looking to do interviews. That I am looking to do like straight up like interviews for those Monster of the Week episodes that don't particularly like have to involve the person watching the movie and doing certain things. But there's some other stuff that I want to talk to some people about within music and entertainment and movies and such. So I'm gonna take advantage of that. So thank you all for bearing with the little bit of jumble that we've had so far, but that's how the podcast is gonna go. It'll also give us some time to like take a breath, take in the movie a little bit more, sit back, do a little research, watch take it in a little bit easier, and stack up a little bit easier too. The schedule for podcasting can be a little brutal. Stuff can be a little wild out there, but we're adjusting and we're pretty excited for the new adjustments. Thank you very much for listening. Anything else?
No.
All right. Thank you very much. We'll listen to you later.